We just want to take a few minutes here to honor some of these firemen that are here and acknowledge some of the deeds that they've done and how much we appreciate them. So this year, one of the most important things that we do is our training. And this year we completed 1,329 man hours of training, and that was both with EMS and fire. If Brian Breemes is available for a second, if he can come up. Brian does all of our fire training, is our fire training officer. And out of this year, we did 1,188 total man hours of training. Topics include SCBA confidence, hose line skills, ladder training, ventilation, gas emergencies, emergency vehicle operation. We did some bus extrication last year, and many more topics that we might be called on to assist the public. So for this year, I'd like to just congratulate Chad Rombach as our top fire training firefighter. Chad, would come on up. Thank you, sir. And where's Randall? Do our EMS training. Randall's our EMS training. So Randall takes care of all of our EMS training hours and scheduling all of our training. This year we had 141 hours of training for EMS, which were CPR type training, bloodborne pathogens, right to know, first aid, firefighter CPR, patient extrication, patient packaging, and many more topics, even including he helps train on the paperwork that is required with EMS calls. So this year, I'd like to congratulate Julie Bobo as our top EMS hour training recipient. Right behind you, everyone. Nope, the blue one. Thanks, Rand. So this year, to give you some of the numbers, this year the department responded to 298 calls, which is up from 271 calls from last year. 60% of the calls are roughly EMS in nature. The remaining are structure fires, motor vehicle collisions, good intent calls, gas leaks, water problems, CO calls, and a lot of mutual aid also to our neighboring departments. So next, I just want to recognize kind of our top 10 responders this year. You know, our firefighters respond any time of the day or night, rain, snow, you know, and as of late, we've had a lot of windstorms that they spent time in. And they're leaving their jobs, they're leaving their families, so I definitely want to thank all of them. So tonight, if we just maybe have everybody just line up here in front, and then we get one big picture. So for our 10th spot this year, we actually had a tie between Carrie Breemes and Donnie Hall. They want to come on up? Yep. Our 9th spot is Brian Pocock. Eighth would be athlete Swartzenberg. Seventh would be Jason Smith. Good thing Andrew's got it. It's good for the picture. Our 6th spot is our assistant chief Mark Dougherty. 5th spot is Matt Hendershott. 4th spot is Chris Penkszyk. Third would be myself. And, second spot would be Randall Henning. And then our top responder this year is Brian Breemes. Oh, sorry. Sure, everybody, why don't everybody just line up front here? Sorry. I forgot about those. Huh? Okay, I'll just stand over at the back. I feel like the picture was taken on the apartment. Good. Thank you. Thank you. Do you want to read this? I want to read this. Can I? Sure. It's from Hall. Every holiday? No, you can paraphrase it. I was going to do this for Matt. Can we do this now? Let me do it now. So we'll do it. All right. The last award I have for tonight. There's many great firefighters out here, which have contributed to this organization in many ways. However, there's one person in the fire officers field that has made great contribution, which we want to recognize. The firefighter has shown great leadership over the past few years. While he was always willing to help train and share his knowledge with others, he was also faced with a pandemic to which he had to guide this department through. Through his leadership, he was able to keep the responders safe while responding to calls and keep the pandemic out of our ranks. Was truly remarkable. Through his leadership, we want to recognize Matt Hendershott as the 2022 Firefighter of the Year. Thanks, Tim. Thank you. I do have a proclamation here that Steve Hawley dropped off when he was here for his 15 minutes and had to run to his other engagement. But yes, would you? You want to mark them?
Okay, I'll have to ad-lib this. Okay, this is a citation from the New York State Assembly from Steve Hawley in his office. Whereas I have the privilege to recognize and pay tribute to individuals who have displayed deep commitment to enhancing their commitment and improving the state of New York. And whereas I have the proud honor, but it's proud to honor Matt Hendershott for being named Firefighter of the Year by the Stafford Fire Department. And whereas, upon joining the Stafford Fire Department, Matt has repeatedly demonstrated courage in the face of adversity when performing life-saving duties. From putting out large fires and responding to car accidents, Matt has become a model firefighter and is a positive example for his community. And whereas firefighters do more than protect their communities, they educate the public on fire prevention, teaching people practical ways in which they can save themselves from danger by avoiding it entirely. Matt's work to promote fire prevention helps keep our community safe. And whereas I am pleased to have the opportunity to recognize Matt Hendershott as a past chief, as a leader throughout the COVID pandemic, and for his positive example of sacrifice and devotion on behalf of his community, the citizens of Stafford are better off because of his work with the Stafford Volunteer Fire Department. Be it resolved that as a duly elected, I'm not elected member of the city assembly, I humbly offer my praise and gratitude to Matt Hendershott in honor of a well-spent life of public service protecting our community as a firefighter and the Stafford Volunteer Fire Department. Dated this date, April 29th, 2023. From Steve Hall.
You guys want a speech? I have one prepared. The backside's my best.
Hey, and anybody who did get an award, make sure you see Julie. I forgot to hand you her certificate also.
You good? You got them all?
And then I'll let you finish up, and then at the end, we'll have a raffle quick for all the centerpieces when we're done here.
Okay. So we're going to do the installation officers here in a couple minutes. One thing that I'm big on is history. And again, we talked about it earlier a little bit. A lot of history in departments, our department, all the visiting chiefs' departments. One thing I'd like to ask is everybody here that's been a member at one point or another of any department, put your hand up. Everybody put your hands up. Come on. I know there's a lot of you out there. Look around this room. That says something. You know, the commitment to our societies, our localities, or what we do. It's a great thing. Give yourself a round of applause. Really, that's huge. The commitment, that's huge commitment to your districts, to your town. I mean, that's a great thing. Because again, you're not getting paid. This is something you're doing for the love of the job, the love of your community, which is great. All right, so I'm going to start calling up some names, and Coordinator Dodson is going to come up and take care of the installation of officers. So when I call your name, please come up. We'll start over here to my right. Chief Tim Eckdahl. First Assistant Chief Mark Dougherty. Second Assistant Chief Brian Pocock. Third Assistant Chief Carrie Breemes. Fourth Assistant Chief, Third Assistant Brian Breemes. Fourth Carrie Breemes, excuse me.
Yeah.
We're not doing the appointed then. Okay. Myself, President, Vice President Carrie Breemes, Secretary Julie Bobo, Treasurer Stephanie Call, Trustees Stan Gear, Don Hall, Jason Smith, Ashley Swartzenberg, Chad Rombach, Auditors Ben Fox, and Ken Collins. Please come up. Slide over. Truck needs room.
Exactly.
Want my glasses?
No, it blows up.
Tubes, come on.
All right, good evening. Thank you for the opportunity to join you folks this evening. It's always a pleasure to come out, even if I was the third one in line to get the invite. Julie.
Best for last.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
All right, everybody raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
to uphold the Constitution of the United States,
to uphold the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the bylaws of the Stafford Fire Department,
and the bylaws of the Stafford Fire Department,
and that which I will faithfully discharge
and which I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office to which I have been elected
the duties of the office for which I have been elected
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Put your right hands down. As the installing officer, I now declare the officers of the Stafford Fire Department duly sworn for the year 2023.
God in heaven, we thank you for the, I got my glasses here, right over there. We thank you for the men and women who donated their time to save this community of Stafford through the fire department. Thank you. I gotta read this. Thank you for their service and keeping them safe as they respond to each fire call. Amen. And
Amen.
before, my sister has got something to say right now. Stand up.
All right, okay.
Stand up. Karen.
Okay. I just wanted to say thank you to everyone here, all the firemen and the ladies. 2 years ago, we had a fire on the north side of my house. I live at the intersection of Roanoke and Sweetland, and you people saved my house. Apparently they were working on the field out there, and a tractor hit a rock, and it started a brush fire, and all the hay caught on fire. And it was headed right towards Bob Lau's barn and right towards my house. And you guys saved my house. And I have a nice, safe house. I had an electrician come in and everything. I got a new electrical box, and they go, oh, you're never going to have a fire. You're nice and safe. And I was so happy about that. But yet it was a fire in the field, and you people were wonderful in what you did. And I just want to say thank you to everyone here. It means a lot. And I'm just a person in Stafford, and I appreciate everything that everyone did. So thank you very much.